My name's Mick Hannaford. I represent today Robe Lighting of the Czech Republic, and I'm going to present two products. Well, the first one's a product, the second one is an entry for the Green Award. So this first one is the product, we call this the CityFlex, and this is probably, we manufacture a whole range of LED products, but this is the first one that I can honestly say has been designed totally because of what customers have asked for and told us they want, as opposed to designing and producing something that we think they want. Basically, as you can see, it's 12 LED emitters. It's using the Cree 10-watt chip, which is, don't worry Jerry, thanks, which is RGBW, which is a cool white. The main purpose is you can configure it in whatever shape you want, and I did have a PowerPoint presentation which showed all the various options that you can do, but it is basically like my first Lego light. You can turn it into a batten, you could turn it into a flood, you can change the angles, you can actually, on this one unfortunately this is a pre-production one, you can actually angle it as well. So you can put the light exactly where you want it, behind a piece of scenery on stage or on a TV set, and you can control each section individually. So you can have different light levels, different colours from each section, and from just a very small unit with inbuilt power supply, you can actually get quite large amounts of light where you need them in a set. It's powered by DMX, RDM as well, but it has standalone features, so you can set it to a colour, leave it in a set, you don't need a control system. It's IP65, so it lives outdoors in all weather conditions, so from a rental company point of view it has quite a number of uses. So our submission is that it's innovative because it actually puts light where people actually want it, using a single unit. It's small, to be honest, it's what we're constantly being asked for. I could waffle on for hours, but that's the salient points.
The number of units, is it limited to the 4?
Yes,
Okay.
This is the product because the power supply is a switch mode power supply, which is capable just of dealing with these LEDs, these number of LEDs.
Right, okay.
But of course you can daisy chain them, you can master slave them in standalone. So again, in a set, without needing a desk connection, you could set the colouring in a set and they would all operate together.
Each of the units, those 4 units, they can be different colours?
Yes, each
okay,
LED
yeah.
can be a different colour,
okay.
or
Right.
each section. You have
Right.
control over everything.
Okay.
Does it come with a dimmer channel as well as RGB?
Yes, it does. It comes with a dimmer channel, a strobe channel. It comes with a macro channel. There's quite a large number of macros already built in for colour fades between set colours. So you can actually plonk it down, dial something up on the front and get on with life.
And I assume that you can configure those panels so it's for, like, they can all go up and down. So,
Yes.
So it can go between a panel and a batten.
I can embarrass myself and show you.
Don't worry.
Okay, but it does, trust me.
And would I be right in thinking that if you tipped it so it's pointing straight up at the ceiling, that it does go flat against a wall without the base
Yes.
being in the way?
Yes,
Okay.
and similarly down
Thank
that
you.
way.
Nice
Sorry.
and bright.
Sorry.
Lovely.
Sorry, does the base remove?
No.
It has to be always folded up.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Basically, the reason for that is we lose the IP65 integrity if we make too much of it unpluggable and adjustable from that point of view.
And I have fed back to Robe in the past about the particularly the colour shifts on their fixtures when you bring the dimming levels down.
Yes.
Has that been addressed at all in this product?
It has been addressed and will continue to be addressed because it's a software thing. This is the first product, it's the first of a number of products. We're now using the Cree multi-chip LED in as opposed to red, green and blue separate LEDs. So we've got point source mixing. So all the algorithms that we learnt and used for separate LEDs are all out the window now. We have to start again. So we think we've got it right, but no doubt over the next few days people will tell us that they don't, we need to adjust it, which we can do. It's software. But this chip in this format is much better at the pastel colours as well. And because you've got a white segment of the chip, you've got a perfect white as well. So you've got 12 10-watt emitters, 120 watts. But the power supply is intelligent because the whole thing about LED, as you know, is keeping the temperatures correct and the heat sinking. So when you're driving every chip in every LED, they're limited to a maximum of 60 watts for the product. So you can have full red or full blue or full red and blue to get a maroon, but as soon as you bring all four on, they're actually brought down to maintain the power supply.
Thank you. Anyone else? Oh, how much?
It's far too cheap at a list price of £1,425. I'm stunned as well. It's far too cheap.
It's IP65?
IP65.
Yeah. So what about the connectors between the elements and serviceability? Is it user... I would see easily that to get broken when it's the cable and the joint between the elements when you are putting it outside and somebody is stepping on it or whatever.
Yeah, no, this is a steel bar.
Yeah.
It's captive. It doesn't come off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So it's
that is a module, a cable module with the gland at each end. Yes, it is serviceable, but we don't expect that to be to happen regularly. It's an LED product. Fundamentally, there are no user serviceable parts.
Yeah, well, what I mean is to change one element that gets stepped on. It is a job that can be done in the rental company.
Absolutely. Yeah.